let's get to reviewing, besties. If you don't already know, we got an early access release to My Wedding Stories, which meant that we got a version that wasn't really updated yet because it was still quite early on in the game, which is what we got told. And obviously it was full on broken. She did not work. We know this. My video was 2 minutes where I tested it without it breaking. So today what we're going to be doing is playing the updated version and seeing if it truly is fixed. And then I will tell you whether or not you should buy it. I think I already know what I'm going to say, but I'm willing to give peace a chance, and well, let's just see. Let's load up the game. Plumbella, tasty. You back yourself up, thank you. The first thing I want to do is jump into Create Sim, because as much as I loved some of the dresses, there were also a lot of issues. Specifically, one that I noticed was with socks, so that's the only one I can comment on because that's the only one I noticed. And it was specifically, I will talk in a second, I just need to find it. It was specifically this dress had an issue with leggings and socks. So I'm going to try both leggings and socks and see. Okay, good. So that seems to be fixed. Thank the Lord for that one, because that actually genuinely made me sad. Right, we've got Barbara Dang, because dang, this game pack was fucking broke. Honestly, why are we going with this top hat? Ted Krause. Tim Cruise's long lost brother. Tom Cruise even. We've got a couple of things to check off first. First off, I'm just going to go across the beach and see if any of the sand that we can dig up is actually there. Because when I filmed the entire history of video, or the hidden law video, there was in fact no sand things to pick up, to dig up even. No. Ron, no. What is it? We can't pick the fucking sand up. There must be another way. Right, I cannot find any sand to dig up. My game is definitely updated. Definitely, because I watched it update. So... Sims team, besties, I'm literally clicking every single shadow in hopes, but make many sand sculptures. We can try and do something to take the edge off. That looks like an ass. Right, anyway, moving on. Right, so that's still broke, unfortunately. That one actually makes me really sad because I genuinely thought that we'd be able to get that. I'm sure Simsy, because I got some comments on my last one that Simsy managed to get some, so I don't know if she went in debug. I'm not sure. Also, I did get some comments. I got a comment on Twitter asking me to answer this question, so I will do it while we're in a loading screen, because I fucking hate loading screens. Yes, this will replace base game weddings if you buy this pack. So you'll still be able to like elope and stuff, but everything on the... To my knowledge, I could be lying, to be honest. Like, honestly, this is just my experience. This is my truth. But from my experience, it does take over base game weddings at the archway thing. I'm going to try the batch party first. Fuck it, we'll both be here. Because a lot of things didn't tick off last time, so we'll see if that does. We'll go to the caboose and put my entire sim Ussie into this video. So I'm going to order a Butter Hefter Burr. It checked off, it checked off. What the fuck is happening? God. It's brutal out here. The fucking death metal music playing in the background. So true. Right, that checked off. Also, grab a plate of dessert has been checked off. Those have been checked off. And we'll give it... Oh my god, Mortimer, babe. Mortimer. I love that you're exploring yourself, but is this outfit strictly necessary? Right, that all checked off. That's done. Now, the piece de la resistance, plan a wedding event. I'm glad that those all worked, at least. So at least if you're going to be buying the pack, it works. We got a gold award for that one. So lovely. Absolutely love that for us. I do love these sounds as well. Literally Pride and Prejudice mood board. Oh, I need to ask people to be my maid of honour donor. You can be my flower pal. Where's Mortimer, babe? Because you've got to be invited. Mortimer! Fuck you. You know what? You can be it. Nope, that is our fiance. You can be me officiant. You can be me ring bearer. And you can be me sim of honour. Right, so that's all ready. Now we're ready to go. Plan wedding event. We don't have a ring, but you know what? It's fucking fine. It's fine. The wedding cake. That is something else I need to try because I could not buy a wedding cake. I couldn't even make a wedding cake. Oh my god. I fucking forgot this place existed. Are you joking me? It's not open. Well, what the hell we gonna do now, bitch? Right, I'll see you in the morning. Unfortunately, when I said I'll see you in the morning, I muted my mic and then I did not unmute my mic. So I'm very sad about that. But I also think, you know, foreshadowing, do you know what I mean? Because it all goes downhill from here. Thankfully, the wedding cake option was available to me and I actually really enjoyed the amount of wedding cakes that it had to offer. And I really enjoyed the process of making it as well, because obviously we've got the default animation here, but then also the glaze it and everything. Unfortunately, my sim's too busy being a fucking socialite for us to see it, but we will in a second when it comes out of the oven. There we go. It's really small here compared to what it actually looks like, so don't get it twisted. Like, honestly, beep bap 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 boop. That is fucking huge, bestie. That is so much bigger than the cake that I cooked in my review video. And there is also the option to sell a local bakery as well for fame. So there is, you know, cross-compatibility with Get Famous. And I was also very happy with the amount of toppers that there was. And obviously I did select an asexual topper when we get to that. And then I did have some trouble putting it in my inventory. I don't know why it wouldn't work, but it just wouldn't go straight in. And also if I dragged it straight in my inventory, it wouldn't go in either. I had to actually click it and then click add to inventory for it to work. Yeah, that one felt a little bit weird, not going to lie, but there, it's in my inventory. And also I didn't have the option to actually buy a wedding cake from the store when I'd done my review on it, because it only allowed me to buy like little samples of it. So I went over at the store to check if we could buy it from there, and thankfully we do now have the option to buy wedding cakes pre-made from the store, which I really appreciated, because honestly, as much as I like cooking and everything in The Sims 4, sometimes you just don't have the fucking time, do you know what I mean? So I really liked what they had to offer, so I got a hexagonal cake, and with that I was ready to have my wedding day. But there was no option to add this as my wedding cake from my inventory. Probably I didn't check actually if I could have it straight on the, like, if it was in the world, if I could click it and make it. I think I was just too preoccupied with the fact it wouldn't go straight in my inventory. But yeah, then we go on the wedding. I also decided in my wedding to add loads of guests as well, because in my review I only had the main family, and some randos turned up in my review, but I had the main family, which was people that I could all control. And then I also just decided to do every single activity because I thought best test them all, do you know what I mean? No man left behind. And then I did also struggle with the wedding cake bit here. Like, I think this one might just be me though. It's a bit difficult to navigate because, like, why would it give you the option if you can't select it during the wedding event? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, besties, I don't know. But yeah, then I selected just the default wedding venue that came with the pack. And off we go to the wedding. Honestly, straight to this white carpet. I was going to call it the red carpet then, but it is not. I wanted to test the please test your seats button, because you know how it is. And obviously, from the get-go, it didn't work. Honestly, this is where it all started to go downhill for me. Like, I was willing to look past this one. Well, I wasn't actually. You know what? I tell a bit of a lie there. I was very disappointed because the please take your seats was like a part that was specifically showed off about the pack. But yeah, this didn't work. And then also because everyone had been made to select the seats, to sit in the seats, I then couldn't have people walk down the aisle. Like, that just fully stopped working. No one would gather at the bottom of the aisle. Well, actually, the sim in my controllable household gathered at the bottom of the aisle, but nobody else would walk up or down it, which is a bit annoying, because then how are you supposed to differentiate between like your general party taking the seats and then your ring bearer and everyone being able to walk down the aisle? So that, unfortunately, that did not work, and I had to reset all of my sims to be able to get my actual sims to walk down the aisle as well, which meant that I had to use cheats from the get-go to make this pack playable. But I decided to go on and still see what we could do. So I decided to do the vows with efficient, because I wanted to see if we'd still had, you know, the glitch that happened where it just repeat the action over and over and over again. It did take them a little while to actually do this. I had to reset them a couple of times. I ended up just resetting every single sim and then going to exchange vows, just because I was just so tired of it. But they did end up going up to the thing. The efficient didn't really show themselves though, and my entire party actually left as my sims, like, obviously because I'd reset the party. So yeah, and then when I clicked everyone to take the seats, not everybody did, and they kept changing seats, which was frustrating. And it took a while for my sims to actually get to it and like actually exchange the vows. So even though it's like micromanagement the pack, it was pretty difficult to micromanage your sims. Like, it was that lackluster that I didn't even notice that they were exchanging the rings at first. And also, basically, because I couldn't get the red carpet to work, they basically done nothing. The whole, like, be efficient and be best sim and everything actually means nothing. It's just very superficial. It's just superficial. That's the only way that I can think of to explain it, because there's no actual repercussions of it, because anybody could make a toast anyway, so it's not just like your best sim can make a toast. Yeah, also I had to do the spousal kiss. I had to try it. But in the midst of trying to do the spousal kiss again, I found out that we could again exchange vows and kiss. Like, and it worked because they'd done the animation again. But is this not like kind of illegal? I don't know. So then I decided to do the spousal kiss again, and then we started into the thing, and I thought, oh, it's fixed at that angle. And then I went back to this angle, and besties, it's still very much broken. It's still very much not fixed. I mean, I kind of prefer it that way because it's kind of fun, but also like not as a pack that you can buy. Do you know what I mean? In the early access, it was fun and quirky, and like hopefully it'll get fixed. But like in post release, it's like, no, this should actually really be fixed now. But it did actually ended up ticking off the wedding ceremony. So if you care about superficial things like that, not in a negative way, but if you care about things being ticked off, then it does definitely tick off. But the actual gameplay doesn't work. I decided to go and cut the cake. So made everyone gather for the cake. Nobody really did, apart from my sim. And then my sim's husband came along and took the fucking cake with him and washed the bastard down the sink, because cakes have a very, very short shelf life. So both of my cakes, despite being bought the same day, had gone off. So that was difficult. I still tried to cut the cake despite the fact that they were off, but it didn't register when I took a slice of it as me cutting the cake. Then I had my sim give a toast, which checked off, but honestly at this point I was pretty burnt out and dejected, and honestly just all round disappointed at the fact that like still so many staples of the game had not been fixed. And also I want to mention this as well, because I'd thought about this when I first like caught a glimpse of the pack and like everything that I could and couldn't do, and you cannot recreate the trailer in this. Like, there's no chance to recreate so many aspects of the trailer. And not even just but trailers are meant to, like, portray this. Like, no, you just can't. You know what I mean? This is about weddings. So many things just can't happen. So there's no option for drama. And still so many things have not been fixed. I'm fucking fuming. I think the fact that my mic was muted for half of that is, I don't know if it is pathetic fallacy, but I feel like it's pathetic fallacy. Honestly, quite disheartened, to be honest. Yeah, there's been some fixes, but not a lot of it. A lot of it's still broke. You're still going to have to cheat and reset sims and everything to be able to use this pack. And I just don't feel like I feel like cheats are a way to customize and enhance your game. I don't feel like cheats should be necessary to be able to play the game. Things checking off has definitely been improved. The repeats of animations have definitely been improved, but not all animations have been improved, because the spousal kiss is still fucked up. A lot of the selling points of the pack just didn't work for me. Can I in good faith look at you and say, if this is your type of gameplay, get the pack? Honestly, no, because at this state I do believe that the pack is still very much broken. And even if it wasn't broken, it's just a pure happiness micromanager simulator, and that is not my type of gameplay, so I would give this pack a miss. Devastated. Thought I really genuinely was holding out for the update, but please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bitch.